From one of the loudest venues in the National Football League, you get a look there at GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. The scene just a few moments ago, predictably loud and raucous here at Arrowhead as their beloved Chiefs took field, and they are set to match up with the Los Angeles Chargers. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now, first down run with Henry that time as he maneuvers forward for about 4 yards. This defense for the Chiefs, much improved from week one. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
Shotgun now for Brady. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
This one to Johnson, and he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in third in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
Brady now on first down. Oh, what a catch by Gronkowski. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. He's got Gronkowski yet again. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive. And once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. And they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
They'll run it with Johnson, and he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. David Johnson, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Chargers are on the board first here on the road in Kansas City. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. On the counter, here's Kamara. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Here we go. Again, this is Kamara. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
And now they will throw it with Burrow. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. So for the Chargers, it's their first meeting this year against the AFC champs. And these two division rivals, they go back to the AFL days. But this, Charles, kind of a measuring stick game, you feel like, for a young Chargers team.
It certainly is, because when you match up with Kansas City, who has dominated in recent years and feels like they'll continue to dominate for the foreseeable future, you've got to have a reason for optimism. And this team, under new management with a new head coach, and they feel like they've made some great strides in free agency in the draft. They feel like they can go ahead and start pursuing Kansas City once again.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try to keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
It's Melvin Ingram on the tackle.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And his throw's going to be incomplete. All right, Charles, as a former defensive back, how disheartening to actually catch it but just not be able to stay in bounds there defensively.
Well, extremely, because you know the rap against us defenders is that we're frustrated offensive guys who can't catch. And he caught it, just couldn't get his feet down in bounds. It's that second part that finished off the play for him.
And this is going to be incomplete.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
Burrow going for it on 4th. This is caught. It's Kirk. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
And that That's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on fourth down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. He finds some way to turn this into positive yardage as he struggles forward for a pickup of about 2. Eight yards to go on second down. Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Alvin Kamara, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And we are tied here in the second quarter. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. On the return, Williams. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Charger drive about to get going. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to.
And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big gain that time for the Chargers. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's Brady to throw. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this will be caught. It's Johnson for the Charger touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chargers on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget liking it. Absolutely love what they were doing because to be ahead of a defense that much, where every play call you have, run or pass, is working pretty well for you.
Makes you look like a genius.
It really does. It also lets you know that your preparation was pretty good, and now the defense has to do all the adjusting.
Here we go.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now on 2nd and 13. Burrow. And his throw here's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to the...
And this will be caught. It's Johnson for the Charger touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Chargers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
From the 27, Burrow. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. A 10th carry for Kamara. Powerful running. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
That was well coached and even better executed because you saw him looking for the cutback lane, never materialized, and had excellent pursuit to stack that play up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Burrow on play action. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. On third down, Burrow. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And this offense has converted twice already here in this first half on fourth down conversions. And here we go again. They'll try and throw for it here. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. A first down carry for Henry. And he's taken down inside the 30. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Now a play fake. Brady. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Tom Brady, his third touchdown pass of this first half. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. We'll get this one underneath to Kamara. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Burrow. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
They fake the handoff. Now Brady. And that's complete to Shepard. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 4 seconds left, and there's the timeout. In field goal range and a chance to tack on 3 before intermission. The final shot before half for Brady. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And he will be out of bounds with no time remaining on what will be the final action of this first half. So we have reached halftime. Intermission with the visiting Chargers on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. It'll be the Chiefs football to begin quarter number 3, and they trail here as we are back underway now on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Again, it's Kamara. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Burrow looking to pass. He finds his man complete. It's Owens. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. And right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. They run it again with Kamara. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st. On the ground, this is Kamara. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the 1st.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And he'll be close to a 1st down at the Chargers' 40-yard line. 64 yards on the ground for him so far.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Well, I don't think Kamara got there. Looks like they stopped him short. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
4th down. Here's Joe Burrow. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. The Charger drive about to get going. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Here's Johnson with a reception. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it.
And this will be caught. It's Johnson for the Charger touchdown. The 4th touchdown pass of the game for Tom Brady. And the Chargers are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Huh. Yeah. You know what I mean? She persistent.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. 2nd and 10. Now it's Burrow. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. 3 quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Chiefs on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. It's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. They'll run on 1st down. It's Henry. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Here's 2nd and a yard. From the gun, it's Brady. And this will be caught. It's Johnson for the Charger touchdown. 5 touchdown passes now for Tom Brady, and the Chargers are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that will extend this big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
The throw over the middle taken in. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. And Burrow's going to look to throw for it. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this will not work out. The Chargers able to recover. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Brady going to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is caught inside the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Henry. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal. Henry again. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Derrick Henry, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are closing in on a 3rd straight victory to start the campaign. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Jody Bull. Jody Bull.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going?
And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked off around the 27. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. CD, this defense, I mean, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. A nifty move on the run, but ultimately stops short of the goal line down at the 2. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got a 2nd and goal now, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0, you really have some momentum.
And now they're serving notice to the rest of the league that they're a pretty darn good football team. Confident, aggressive, attacking at all times. This looks like a team that you're going to have to deal with. And guess what? Behind closed doors, they're trying to figure out ways to get better.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
that's
And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd. Another try after the first down sack. Burrow and completes it to Kirk over the middle. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. He's going to let it fly. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 45. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Brady going to look to throw. They shakes him off. And his throw is incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
From midfield, here's Brady. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Brady to throw for it on 4th down. He'll buy some time right. Complete. It's Johnson. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw is Brady. And this is caught inside the 5. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not in their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us. We're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that will extend this big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. A big offensive explosion help leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Chargers, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season.
And they will be at home for one next week against the Las Vegas Raiders.
Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Philly to face off with the Eagles. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
What was that?
Girl.
Layla. What you doing?
Please get up lift at the same time.
What the fuck? Is it okay?
Are we okay? You poop too.
On you?
I was just trying to change her back to food.
She woke.
Yeah.
Baby.
Can I have the mat, a diaper, and some wipes?
Could you move, cuz?
Yo, I legit try to pull a Bobby Schroeder and get on the table, and this whole shit broke. Bro, what the f***? And these niggas left. What the fuck?
I got plugged in.
Hey, bro, remember that one song we used to sing we saw a girl in middle school? Hey, homie, I do. I used to go, bro.
It's a pookie butt.
Use a vibe. Damn, I'm short on the riff for tomorrow. I'm 3 months behind on the car note. Valentine.
Layla move.
What that, Tinker? What we eating tonight? Oh yeah. Say less. Is there a way to make the chili like a little bit more soupy?
I put some more beef broth in there and let it. I thought it was too soupy.
Not when it's settled.
I definitely in the refrigerator all day. But I was gonna put it on the stove to heat it up anyway.
Why are you in my face? What can I do for you, baby? What do, baby? Okay, don't let her talk to you like that. You don't gotta take that. I don't go nowhere. You gonna leave me, Callie? I mean, like, ow! Layla, leave me alone. What I just say? Good girl.